Mercedes-Benz has finally given its lineup of SUVs logical names. The list now reads GLA, GLC, GLE, and GLS to align with the A, C, E, and S-Class sedans, coupes, and wagons. Their common G is inherited from Mercedes-Wagen, the popular and hot-selling Geländewagen, a favorite of the moneyed and militaries for more than 3 decades. As with some of the well-Toto set, the GLS takes on the new model moniker with a facelift and a little rework out back. With just a glance at the SUV's nose, there was never any doubt the GLS is a Mercedes, but now it's a bit more in your face. The star is larger with a bright surround, while the horizontal slats are slotted. Headlamps take on a somewhat feline look, and the scoops below them are reshaped. You have the option of a prominent chrome chin or no chin at all with just a large, black intake. By comparison, the rear alterations are minor, a bit of work on the bumpers and making the taillights LEDs. You can spiff up the exterior with the likes of optional running boards and AMG alloy wheels. With these changes, the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLS is more imposing, as you'd expect for what Mercedes boasts is the only full-fledged 7-seater in the European premium SUV segment. To get a sense of its size, consider, the GLS 550 is 1.9 inches shorter, 1.6 inches lower, and 2.5 inches narrower than a Cadillac Escalade on a wheelbase that is 5.1 inches longer than the Caddi's. The German is 262 pounds lighter compared to the American SUV. Those seated up front who know the old GLS will find revisions, such as a center console updated with the possibility of a touchpad, while the 8-inch screen sits about right, high and just below the line of sight and with no serious glare problems. All this is in a nicely luxurious setting, with seats that have something of an overstuffed look to them, just enough bright work to be attractive and not gaudy, plus a variety of materials and trims. GLS drivers will find themselves behind a new 3-spoke steering wheel, and should they be the sort who loves to push buttons and use switches, the interior layout will be pure heaven. We counted around 80 possible controls to manipulate. Some will see this as all the features they could want within easy reach. Others might find the layout a sea of similar size and color buttons with a typeface that's a bit too small. While the GLS will handle 7 passengers, the interior is also designed to be a utility worker. Both rear row seatbacks are split, the way backs folding electrically. The second row is divided 4060, the seatbacks also foldable for a flat load floor. With just the third row down, carrying capacity is up to 49.4 cubic feet, but drop the second row too and you have 93.8 cubic feet. We recall when the diesel engine option upped a new car's price, but the GLS 350D is the least expensive in the lineup at $67,975. This diesel is a 3.0-liter, 24-valve turbo V6 with 255 horsepower at 3,400 revolutions per minute and 457 lb-ft of torque between 1,600 and 2,400 revolutions per minute. Like any good modern diesel, it is both smooth and quiet. Inside you won't hear the traditional diesel clatter. Stand next to the GLS 350D. And the sound is so subdued it could be coming from an old-fashioned diesel car parked 4 or 5 parking slots away. Mercedes pegs the diesel's 060 time at 7.7 seconds, which in historical terms means this luxury SUV will outrun a classic 1956 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. If you start from a standstill and nail the throttle, there's a momentary pause followed by a momentary run-up of the turbo. And then the tach needle leaps to just past 4,000 revolutions per minute, the gearbox upshifts, and the needle whips to the right again. It's fun and enough to make you chuckle. There are 2 gasoline-fired versions offered, the GLS 450 at $69,625 and the $94,775 GLS 550. The 450 also has a 3.0-liter V6. Here with a pair of turbos, and 362 horsepower at 5,2506, revolutions per minute and 369 lb-ft of torque from 1,800 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. Opt for the GLS 550 with 4.7-liter twin-turbo V8 and get 449 horsepower at 5,2505, 500 revolutions per minute and 516 lb-ft of torque between 1,800 and 3,500 revolutions per minute. Expect 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds with the GLS 450 and 5.2 driving the GLS 550. We have mileage numbers of 1,722 miles per gallon city highway for the 450, while the EPA is yet to announce numbers for the other two. All of the models have a 9-speed automatic, 4-matic all-wheel drive, and a top speed electronically trimmed to 130 miles per hour. Also on the standard equipment list is an air suspension plus electronic aids that have your back if you are sleepy, in a strong crosswind, nailing the brakes, or about to have a crash. Optionally, they can also help you maintain your distance from the vehicle ahead, detect pedestrians, watch for cross-traffic, help you parallel park, keep you in your lane of traffic, check your blind spots, and clean your windshield without all the messy spray thanks to Mercedes' Magic Vision Control Wiper system. In more baby steps toward autonomous cars, there are the connectivity capabilities of Mercedes Me Connect. This helps with everything from emergency needs to remote online, which uses your cell phone to keep you in touch with any number of elements. The system can, for instance, tell you where you parked your GLS, or how about this, you're having dinner in Paris, and you suddenly wonder, as you often have, what the tire pressures are. Are the windows down? No need to worry, the answers are a phone call away. We have a hard time imagining a GLS being used off-road, but there is an off-road engineering option. This involves the intervention of the transmission and center differential for low-speed driving and gives the air suspension the ability to provide a 12.5-inch ground clearance and forward streams up to a depth of 23.6 inches. There's a wisecrack here about breaching the fountain in front of a Nordstrom's, but we're not going there. All these features come in handy when you're just cruising, something the GLS does with aplomb. There's a smooth, quiet ride, a comfy ambience, and an excellent sound system. Should you get on a twisty terrain and want to enjoy the GLS's other character, it can be rather satisfying. Remember, you're sitting tall in a large, 5,578-pound vehicle that wasn't intended for Lewis Hamilton or Nico Rosberg. Still, this big boy can be enjoyable. For non-slippery surfaces you have the option of sport, comfort, or individual settings for the suspension. We found it best to just go with the sport setting for all occasions, city or country, for a ride or rousing. Steering effort suits the occasion, and while the GLS leans a bit more than we'd like, it's all fun and quite controllable. We've already mentioned prices, but those are only starting points. For instance, the GLS 350D we tested came in at $76,100, and we'd hate to have to delete any of the optional features. The GLS 550 rounded out to a little more than $102,000. The option list is, to say the least, extensive and tempting. Mercedes tells us the non-diesel GLS models will be in dealerships later this spring while the diesels are on tap for summertime. GWS 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLS specifications on sale. Late spring GLS 450, GLS 550, summer GLS 350D price, $67,975 GLS 350D, $69,625 GLS 450, $94,775 GLS 550 4MATIC base engine. 3.0 liters turbo-dock 24-valve diesel V6 255 HP at 3,400 revolutions per minute, 457 lb-ft at 1,6002, 400 revolutions per minute, 3.0 liters twin-turbo-dock 24-valve V6 362 HP at 5,2506, 000 revolutions per minute, 369 lb-ft at 1,8004, 500 revolutions per minute, 4.7 liters twin-turbo 32-valve V8 449 HP at 5,2505, 500 revolutions per minute, 516 lb-ft at 1,8003, 500 revolutions per minute transmissions, 9-speed automatic layout, 4-door, 7-passenger, front engine, AWD SUV EPA mileage, 1,722 miles per gallon city Hui GLS 450 LXWXH, 202.0 by 76.1 by 72.8 wheelbase, 121.1 in weight, 5,3355, 578 pounds estate 060 miles per hour, 27.7 seconds top speed, 130 miles per hour. Show more.